Hey everybody, welcome back to Conscientious Omnivore. My name is Pal. Out here on a training run this morning, and wanted to give a few words about why I over time have come to think that working out first thing in the morning is best, at least for me. So I just want to give a couple quick words about it. One of the things that I've noticed about myself is just that it's really important for me to wake up on time in the morning. If I don't really just get out of bed when the sun is kind of already high, if I just stay in or I feel lazy, I'm like in bed longer, it really messes me up for my sleep pattern at night. I actually recently watched a very interesting little presentation. I think it was on the School of Art or Art of School, or I forget what the heck the channel is called. I'll put it in the description. It's a really cool channel. I've seen a bunch of interesting videos there. But anyway, I watched one there pretty recently talking about kind of like, so I don't even like to call them, but sort of like life hacks or whatever, important things to do so that you can feel better during the day, and how you can get better sleep and better rejuvenation and all that kind of stuff. And the guy goes into like really like detailed explanations about why hormonally and chemically and stuff, like it's important for you to have like a good sleep cycle. And one of the important things that I remember, like that I took away from that, was that you have to have, good sunshine in your eyes as early as possible when you wake up. It helps to set your body clock so that you actually get tired when you're supposed to at night and get to bed on time. And lately I haven't been doing too good a job at that. I've been up really late, and then I've been kind of waking up late, which I don't like. So like even today, I woke up just before 7 on my own without an alarm. But I think I went to sleep, it was after 1. So I've had probably about 6 hours of sleep, which is not great for me. I usually function fine if I get 6 hours though, for at least a few days. But after a while, I really need more. It just really catches up on me after a couple days. So one thing is the sleep. I really needed to set my clock, get to bed on time earlier, wake up much earlier. Like in the summer here in Hungary, like it starts getting light pretty much by like 5 a.m. It's pretty bright. Like you can easily wake up and just feel like fine, provided you've had enough sleep at night. So, I probably should just start waking up earlier. And that's one thing. Now, the other thing is like many years ago, I read the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And then also at work, I've had training on kind of one aspect of that and how to be kind of efficient and how to, get things done efficiently, and how to prioritize is really kind of like what the training was about. And one of the big things in that training was actually talking about how you want to make space for the big things, for the important things first. That's got to be the priority. So there's a visual example, which maybe at some point I'll do a separate little video on it so you guys can see it. But basically you have like a little challenge and a little exercise that you're given to do this task. They give you, this empty container, and they tell you that's your schedule, that's what will fit in your day. And then they give you your tasks. And at first it seems like an impossible thing because they give you containers that are almost each one as big as the empty one. So there's one container with like slightly big rocks. There's one container with like medium-sized rocks. And then there's one container with like sand. And then there's one container with water. And then they tell you, you have to fit all that stuff into the one container. And when you first look at it, it totally looks impossible because you're just like, what the heck? There's no way you can fit this many things. The volume of each of the containers is way bigger. But then what you do with the solution is you start putting in the big things first, and you fit in the medium things around it. And then once you have that, then you put in the sand in between all the big stuff and the medium stuff. And then the water is at the end, you just pour it in and the whole thing fits all into the one container. So it's this really cool exercise, and it's a very good visual. And I think it really does hold up. I know from my experience, when I've kind of taken that approach and that attitude, I definitely feel a lot more efficient. I feel a lot better about what I do get done. I get a lot more things done. And more importantly, I don't just get a lot more things done, I get a lot more important things done, which is the whole point. And you know, learning to distinguish between the things that seem like they're really important, but they're actually just urgent and not important. That's maybe I'll do a separate video again on this whole thing, because that's a kind of a topic that deserves a little bit more explanation. But so anyway, the training, it should be an important thing. It should be important for us to take care of our health. And I've been slacking in this regard. So, and I put on a little bit of weight. I haven't been really exercising. The past month or so, I've kind of started getting back into it. I'm doing like a little video diary of it as well, which at some point I might put out. But you know, I feel like I'm making incremental progress, but I was definitely making better progress, say at the, you know, the first week or so of the past month than lately. And I think one big thing is that I haven't been doing the workouts in the morning. And for me, it's just way better. Like it sets my whole day up for success. I just feel like amazing. I feel that much better. I really need to get back and focus on doing my workout in the morning, because it is important to me. And I want to get that done, you know, right away in the morning. So again, I guess the two reasons I've covered so far is, like, you know, the physical sleep aspect of it and the hormonal stuff and whatever. It's like a good way to wake up, set your body clock, all that kind of good stuff. The other is kind of like, you know, this getting important things done first, so you don't lose this opportunity to work out. Because by the time I get to the end of the day, I'm usually, you know, already thinking like, oh man, I'm tired, or I've already got so many things, or I still need to make a video at night, or whatever it is. And then I don't, you know, I skip my workout that much easier. I don't always skip it. Sometimes I do go in the evening or in the afternoon. But for me, I find that it's a lot harder for me to skip the workout if I go and just do it first thing in the morning. And then it sets me up for the whole day feeling good. You know, it's like you've made one really good decision, one good choice for the day. Now then, you know, I go back and I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm not gonna make a poor choice for breakfast after I've just put in the effort to go and do a run in the morning, you know? So, but if you wake up and you're like, oh, it's already late, you know, I'm rushed for time, I don't have time to make something healthy, etc., etc. It's a lot easier to just grab something, you know, ready-made, probably not as healthy, probably more processed, instead of just taking that extra, it's usually like an extra 5 minutes of effort to make something healthy, you know, a bowl of oatmeal, you know, a healthy, you know, blended shake or something to go over, you know, like granola or something, or not even granola, because usually that's pretty high in calories. They usually add a lot of sugar and oil. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So you can pick, you know, your fruit, you can pick a salad, you can pick something that's good and healthy for you, or something that takes maybe a little bit more time to prepare. But you know, you can just skip that easier if you're not already made a good decision to start the day well. So you know, those are the main reasons that I feel like I like working out in the morning. And of course, if you're doing like shift work, like take everything I say and probably move it to the evening, like when you first wake up getting ready for your night shift. Thankfully, I've never really done too much night work. I had like a job in college where I was kind of doing stuff at night. I was an online editor at a newspaper, but that was kind of really bad for my sleep. I didn't like that at all. So my heart goes out to the people doing night shift. You guys have it tough. But you know, certainly the same kinds of things still apply. So, you know, wherever you have big decisions to make and big important things to get done, you can still use everything I've said to hopefully help you out and prioritize and be more efficient. But yeah, so anywho, that's I think that's all I really wanted to say. Some people, I think, have a concern with running first thing in the morning or doing any kind of exercise, I guess, like intense exercise, if they have you know, injuries or any kind of like nagging physical problems or stuff like that. Like people have said to me that I've talked to about this, that they don't like working out in the morning because they feel stiff, or it's like you know, it's just difficult to get going in the morning. They like to be more warmed up and kind of like had some of their day going already. Obviously work with your own, you know, physical limitations and what have you. I mean, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, as they say, so I have little things that, you know, bother me sometimes. But for me, I find that as long as I properly warm up, like in my running, I always start real easy, real casual, you know, it's like a real slow jog. I find that I just warm up as I go, and things get kind of oiled as they go, and then I feel better. And then, you know, I do have like little sections where I pick up the pace kind of naturally from the downhills and whatever. So I mean, I think you can work around it, you know, and you know, if you're going to the gym or hitting weights or doing calisthenics or whatever, obviously you want to stretch, you want to warm up, you want to do all that kind of stuff. So again, you know, I'm not telling you to go like full on out the first thing you roll out of bed. Obviously do your warm-ups. So yeah, for me, I don't find too many negatives of going in the morning. I think one thing that's kind of hard to do is like if you have kids during the school year, for me it's pretty hard to wake up early enough so that I'm like able to get ready before the kids are getting ready, and we have to get them to school and all this kind of stuff. So that's kind of a challenge. I think besides that, I don't really feel like there's too many negatives. Like wintertime can be hard too if it's really dark when you wake up, if you wake up early. It would be nice, I think, if like the corporate world or jobs and stuff in general would kind of adjust more to the season and, you know, start later in the winter, so you get a chance to wake up with the sun better. And you know, or if you're self-employed and you can set your own hours, that's ideal. But that's another topic for a different video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think, you know, there's very little in the way of downsides for me, and I feel like there's a lot of upside. So that's it. I think I've rambled on long enough. I got a beautiful little downhill section here. Birds chirping, sounds good. I gotta get back. So I'll see you guys in another video later. Bye. Wanted to jump back in with a real quick bonus tip. Another good reason to go in the morning is you got the nice shade. So I don't have any water with me this morning. It's been really hot the past few days. It's like in the 30s, and even in the morning it's pretty dang warm, like around 30. But as you can see here, I got shade all up and down the trail for the most part, or a good part of it anyway. Not all of it. I should have come out earlier. But yeah, that's another really great thing about coming out earlier, is beating the heat a little bit in the summer. All right, guys, see you. Bye.